Okay, good afternoon, Pute. Yes, good afternoon. Last day we discussed about the simplex, half duplex, and a full duplex transmission. Okay, we discussed about that three transmission, that simplex mode, half duplex mode, and the fully duplex mode. After that one, you have to know what is the difference. I think you remember simplex mean it is only one directional. Like what? Simplex mode, like only one direction, like television, radio, something like that. Okay, so half duplex it can be both direction, but it occurs one time only one thing. Okay, you can't do what both side in one time. Okay, so like a walkie-talkie. Fully duplex, it is both directional at the one same time. It can be do both directional one time like but something like telephone. Okay, so there I have it three things. What is the one directional only that calling simplex? There are both directional that half duplex and the fully duplex that is but both direction at the same time. Okay, so today I want to tell about serial and the parallel data transmission. Okay, right? Serial and the parallel data transmission. Okay, serial and the parallel data transmission. Again, when you're thinking about the data transmission, you can divide into two parts. What is serial data transmission and the parallel data transmission? Okay, write this one. Write like this. Divider, like divider, there are two types of transmission: serial data transmission and the parallel data transmission. There are two types of data transmission: serial data and the parallel data. Right there are two types of transmission. Like here, you can write serial data transmission and the parallel data transmission. The first thing, serial data transmission. Okay, serial data transmission occurs when data is sent one bit and one time. What is the main thing? Can be transfer only one bit at a one time. Normally it's using a but or a single wire channel. Okay. So normally it's but bits are sent one after one. Okay. The bits also sent one after one. Okay, like that a serial data transmission occur when data is sent one bit at one time. Okay, or a single wire channel. Okay, so bits are sent one after the other single stream. It's important. Okay, normally this type of serial data transmission can be seen on what? Simplex, half duplex, and fully duplex. All can be have what serial data transmission. Okay, right there. Serial data transmission. The first one, serial data transmission with this underlined part, please write down them. Occurs when data is sent one bit and one time or a single wire channel. Okay, one bit at one time on a over a single wire channel. Okay, so bits are sent one after the other single stream. Okay, normally bits are sent one after other one. Here, first one going, second one go like that one. The data are transferred one after one. Okay, can draw this picture. Send data, receiver get it that. Okay, so serial data transmission normally take one after one. Okay, write this part also. Serial data transmission can be simplex, half duplex, or fully duplex. Okay, serial data transmission can be take simplex one, half duplex one, or fully duplex one. All the things. Okay, write it. Okay, serial data transmission. Write all underline part. Okay. Serial data transmission works well over the long distance. It can be work for the long distance also. Okay. However, data transmission is slower rate than parallel data transmission. When you are compare with the parallel data, it may be slow because only one channel wire is used. Here, they are using only one wire, only one channel. Because of that one, it may be little slower when you compare with the parallel data transmission. Okay, so data will be arrived at its destination fully synchronized. It can be fully synchronized. An example of its use for when connecting computer to a printer, USB connection, that can be a type of serial data transmission. That's a type of serial data transmission. Okay, write only the underline part. Okay, write quickly. Okay, like that. They are having serial data transmission. It can be what? Simplex, half duplex, or fully duplex. There are important thing. It can be sent only one bit for at a one time. Okay, one time it can be sent only one bit. Okay, no more. That's important of the serial data transmission. Look at the parallel. Parallel data transmission, it can be share lot of what bits on the one time. So it is very what compare with this one, it is very effective. That's very effective. Okay, write down second one, parallel data transmission. You can see in the picture. Okay, so parallel data transmission occurs when several bits of the data using one time send down several channels all the same time. So each channel while transmission one can be sharing parallelly. Okay, so you can see can be share a lot of data only one time. Okay, they can be share a lot of data on one time. So like in parallel data transmission, there can be share lot of data on the same time. Okay, it can be parallel data transfer, it can be simplex, it can be half duplex or fully duplex. It is also parallel data transmission can be simplex, half duplex or fully duplex. Okay, okay, write that. Okay, write this underline what that is what. Okay, so parallel data transfer works well over short distance, over long distance, like 20 meters or something there. Okay, so parallel data transmission work well. Okay, they are arrived out of the order. So they are having a longer the wire, the worse can be become. Okay, so it is, however, faster method data transmission than the serial. However, this is so faster compared with the serial. So it is very effective compared with the serial one. Okay, write down this underlined part quickly. Write only underlined parts. So there can be shared data like previously it can be parallel, can be used for the simplex, half-duplex, and fully duplex, all of them. Okay. Parallel data transmission can be used for simplex, half-duplex, or fully duplex, all of them. They are using for parallel data transmission. Okay. Here is activity for you. You can do that one. Okay. Explain what is meant by. I will give you 5 minutes. You can do this activity. Explain what is meant by serial half-duplex and you remember serial half-duplex. Data transfer one by one. Half-duplex can be transferred but data both direction, but one time it can be transferred in one direction. Parallel, fully duplex. What is parallel fully duplex? Parallel, it can be transferred more data in one time and it can be transferred both sides. Serial, simplex data transfer. Serial data, serial simplex. That means serial one after one. Simplex only for one direction. You have to add both. Okay. Here, which types of the data transmission are being described? Okay, data is sent one bit and one time, one directional only. What is that? One bit and one time. That means serial. One bit and one time, and one directional. That means simplex. Serial simplex data transmission. Like that, data is 8-bit and one time, one directional. 8-bit one time, it is what? Parallel. 8-bit one time, it is parallel. One directional only. So simplex. Parallel simplex. Here 16-bit and one time that should be parallel, both directional, simultaneous, both directional simultaneously. There should be what? Parallel, fully duplex. Data is one time, both directional, simultaneous. 1 bit, it should be serial, both directional, simultaneous, it is fully duplex. Serial, fully duplex. Data is 16-bit, it should be parallel, one directional only, parallel, one directional only. That at a time in one direction only. At a time. It should be simplex. Okay. Like that, you can write. You can write the answers for them. I will give 2 or 3 minutes. You can write answer easily. Okay. I think you can write that there. Okay. Next, here the comparison of the serial and parallel. Okay. You can see. Okay, write down this comparison also, serial and parallel. Write the comparison. Here less risk of the external interface than with the parallel. Okay. But parallel it is faster rate data transmission than serial. Okay. More reliable transmission over longer distance, but parallel its work well. Short distance is very reliable example. Okay. Like that one, you can compare and contrast between serial and parallel. Okay. Can you write down this table quickly? This is most important part. You can get all the important thing, that comparison of the serial and parallel. Okay. So quickly write down this table, comparison of serial and parallel methods. Okay, comparison of serial and parallel method. Quickly write down that. The comparison of serial and the parallel method. Can compare these two. Comparison of the serial and parallel method. Okay, you can quickly write down this table. I give time. Okay, doesn't matter. Write down this table. They are having clearly differences between serial and parallel. They are mentioned clearly differences, that comparison of the serial and parallel. So what are more reliable, what are less reliable? Transmission bits would be risk of the being scaled. They are mentioned the server channels why it's used for the transmitted data. The bits can be arrived of the synchronize. Some are can synchronize, otherwise out of asynchronize. Okay. Use the amount of the data being sent, but relatively small. Here amount serial one after one, it is relatively small, but here it can speedily transmission more data in the parallel, because it can be transfer more data in the one time. It can be used data sent over long distance, and it can be time sensitive parallel. Okay, and they are having less expensive than parallel due to hardware requirement. They are having parallel points require more hardware, making them more serial ports. Okay, write that. Quickly write down these things. Can compare like this. The differences between serial and the parallel. And the next topic is universal serial bus. We call it USB. The USB drive. Okay. The universal serial bus. Why we are calling as universal serial bus? Here, the universal serial bus, USB, is form of the serial data transmission. The universal serial bus, USB, is a form of the serial data transmission. Because why USB is now the most common type of input output port found on the computer, has led to standardized method in the transmission data between the device of the computer. Okay, so it is the most common. All of we now using a universal serial bus USB drive. No? It is important to note that USB allows both half duplex and fully duplex data. It's important to note that USB allows half duplex, fully duplex, both of them. Okay. Actually, the universal serial bus is the form of serial data transmission. It is serial data transmission. It allows both what? Form of half duplex and fully duplex. Okay. Can you write down this T? Okay. And draw this picture also. They are having what shield, no connection with the USB. They are having red, white, green, and black colors for differentiation. Okay. Okay. Right. They are quickly these things quickly. Draw the figure also. Draw it. Okay, like that one you can what? See what is the USB figures. Okay, so in here, like in the figure 2.12, that USB cable consists of four wires, seal cable with two wire powered red and black, in other two wire white and green. There are two red and black, other one white and green. There are four wires. Okay, so According to that one, when device is plugged into computer using the USB, that can be what? Automatically detect the device is present. Okay. The computer automatically detect the device is present. And also the device is automatically recognize the appropriate device driver software is loaded to the computer and device can be communicate effectively. Okay. And also, if a new device is detected, if they are having new device detected, the computer will look for the device driver that match the driver. If not available, download the proper drivers. Okay, if these are not available, use from to download the appropriate driver for the software. Okay, like that one, they are having important fields. The computer, first of all, it can be computer automatically detect that device is present. Secondly, the device automatically recognize what? Uh, automatically recognize the appropriate device driver software is loaded up to the computer. Device can be communicate effectively. Okay. And next thing, if a new device is detected, the computer will look for the device driver that match for the devices. If these are not available, that user prompt to download the appropriate driver software for some cases. Okay. That are the things. Write these underlined parts quickly. Okay, write down. Okay, yes. These are the tasks of the USB separately. Okay. Write down all things. Write them. Okay, I think it's time up for today because the school is also leaving. So we will discuss later on about other details. Okay, with the practicals, we have to do practical today. You have practical other, but we will do practical on the next days. Okay, so I will wind that for today. So thank you very much for participating. We will discuss later on the other things. Okay, so thank you very much for participating. See you next day. Okay, goodbye.